down in my mind where we belong. I can love you, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Okay. Yes. 1 second. Check, check. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to give you this one. Okay. Okay, love, I'm going to give you this one if that's okay.
Hello. Okay. Aren't you glad that all these women are around you just making your life easy? You're in charge, Adam. Woo! Woo!
Yeah. Do I just leave it on now, Adam? Yes. Okay. Okay, testing, testing,
Yeah.
testing. Oh, I can go this way. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's just do that.
I just always highlight Joanne, so you just pay attention to that.
Or I can just use my phone.
Can you? It's okay. I'm gonna just. Welcome, everybody, including those people that are watching us online. My name is Joanne, and I'm here to host the service with Mariette, our speaker today.
So here at USCW, we draw upon the universal wisdom found at the heart of all the world's religions, and we offer a spiritually progressive, socially responsive, and radically inclusive approach to life that is as practical as it is mystical. We come together to encourage and support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. Wherever you are in that process, we're glad you're here.
So I'd like to introduce our music person today, Adam Bergerman.
Yay.
Thank you, Adam, for being here, and always very happy to have you and listen to you sing from your heart. So I'm going to do an opening prayer today, and this prayer is based on the Lenten booklet that came out this year, and I really liked it, and it's by Reverend Evelyn Davenport, and she was talking about last Sunday's writing. And I saw this in it, and I really thought it would make for a beautiful prayer. So if you all just get comfortable, take a nice breath in and out to just become present. Let go of all the stuff that went on to get here today, and just listen to these words. If you want to meet your circumstances with faith, prayer can be the first resort and a last resort when we are facing uncertainty. We don't beg God for help, although sometimes that's all we can utter, but instead, we pray to recondition our consciousness. We pray to remind ourselves that we are never separate from the divine, to feel the clear connection and presence. We pray to strengthen our faith and affirm that we live in a universe of good. We pray to acknowledge that we don't always see the spiritual reasons behind the events in our lives or the world, but we trust they are there. We might even pray to remind ourselves that we agreed at a soul level to be in this place and time, and then ask for guidance on what we are to do or to learn. The point is that even Jesus, with all his divine awareness and capacity for spiritual understanding, turned to prayer in his darkest hour. If it was meaningful for him, then surely it can work for us. So be it.
So today, prayer chaplain is Sean Sharkey, and he's available for prayer after service, unless he's not here today. In that case,
There he
welcome,
is.
Sean.
The man
Your
of the
prayer
moment.
chaplain for today. There's the man. Thank you, Sean.
So I'd like to point out our prayer request box and prayer request slips. I'd just like you to just fill out that form and insert it in the prayer box, and our prayer chaplain team will hold those requests in prayer for you.
And speaking of prayer, Silent Unity is always available. The phone number is so easy, 1-800-NOW-PRAY. 24/7, Silent Unity is available to pray with you.
And now it's time for some music. Adam, what do you have for us?
Good morning, everyone, and happy first weekend of spring. Finally, we made it through another winter, and we get to gather on this beautiful Sunday. So we're going to do some oldies this week before I do some Adele for a solo in the middle. So please stand if you wish to join or stay seated. And it's a choice every time you choose to come to Unity or join online at home, and we appreciate you making that choice. Everything is beautiful because it is choice and free will. So we're going to start with Today I Choose. What do I want my day to be? I choose. What do I want to feel today? I choose. What do I want to say today? I choose. I choose. I choose. I choose. Today I choose to be grateful, so grateful. Today I choose to be grateful, grateful. Today I choose to be grateful, so grateful. Today I choose to be grateful, grateful. Today I choose to be happy, so happy. Today I choose to be happy, happy. Today I choose to be peaceful, so peaceful. Today I choose to be peaceful, peaceful. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. Today I choose to be loving, so loving. Today I choose to be loving, loving. Today I choose to be joyful, so joyful. Today I choose to be joyful, joyful. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. Claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. It's all up to me. Today I choose to be thankful, so thankful. Today I choose to be thankful, thankful. Today I choose to be grateful, so grateful. Today I choose to be grateful, grateful. Today I choose to be grateful, grateful. Thank you.
It is. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Again, welcome on this beautiful first weekend of spring. We made it through another winter, but winter is just as important. And God is in everything, in nature, the seasons, each other, ourselves, and all of it's really amazing. I'm still laughing at Reverend David last week talking about the migration of birds over the Pacific. It was a real knee slapper, but it is amazing, and so everything is beautiful and amazing. So let's sing about how amazing it is with God is so amazing. God is so amazing, shining through you. God is so amazing, shining through you. One look in your eyes, and you know it's true. God is so amazing, shining through you. God is so amazing, shining through me. God is so amazing, shining through me. One look in my eyes and you can see. God is so amazing, shining through me. God is so amazing, shining through us. God is so amazing, shining through us. Your heart and my heart is the sweetest love. God is so amazing. God is so amazing. God is so amazing, shining through us. Thank you.
Unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God, and that we create our experience of life according to the thoughts and the feelings that we hold in mind.
Unity was founded on prayer. We believe and teach that affirmative prayer and meditation changes us by raising our consciousness and helping us realize our connection with the divine and the truth of who we are.
So we have a monthly affirmation, and it is for March, and it is, my inner strength empowers me to overcome obstacles and create positive change in my life. Can you say that with me?
Thank you, Devani and Bobby Joe.
Yeah, thank you. My inner
Inner
strength empowers me to overcome obstacles and create positive change within
my
myself.
life.
And now, Adam is going to sing a special song for us. It's called To Make You Feel My Love by Adele.
Okay, thank you, everyone. So I felt like we all just need a little bit of love in our lives this Sunday, so I wanted to pick a beautiful Adele cover. There's nothing more beautiful, nothing more important than love. Love and kindness are free and ever abundant. And this is one of the most beautiful, simplest, purest songs about that. So I hope you think of someone special while I sing this song. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your gaze, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. when the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind we belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, and I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Take a moment and think about that person that's made an amazing impact on your life, whether they're physically here or spiritually with you. You always have their love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret, the winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. I love how you said, think of someone special, you know, and that even if they're not with us anymore, that we can always believe and know their love is with us. Their love. Love never dies. Hello. Welcome. Hello, online audience. We're glad you're here. Hafiz, a 14th century lyrical poet from Persia, says, I sometimes forget that I was created for joy. My mind is too busy, my heart is too heavy for me to remember that I have been called to dance. The sacred dance of life. I was created to smile, to love, to be lifted up, and to lift others up. O sacred one, untangle my feet from all that ensnares. Free my soul that we might dance, and that our dancing may be contagious. What is Hafiz saying? When he pauses to turn inward to the sacred one, he affirms in the oneness that is experienced there all is made clear there, like a fog lifting. He is untangled from the jumble of pressures and stresses, and his feet are free to move and dance in the joy that his soul is now immersed in. He paused. He immersed himself. He centered himself in his sacred space. The title of this talk, Practice the Pause, comes from the title of the book I am currently reading by Carolyn Oakes. She tells a good story in this book about getting lost in the woods when she was on retreat at a monastery. It was snowing lightly when she decided to walk down the path through the trees to the lake. Having walked for quite a while, enjoying the beauty, she decided to head back. Turning back up the path, she saw that the path before her had been completely hidden by the snow. She says, I began feeling a little panic. I didn't know which way to turn. I was lost, and I was a long way from the monastery. But then I paused for a moment and was very, very still. And at that moment, something caught my eye. I realized that standing there from my angle, I could see through the snow to where the very next step of the path was. The snow had slightly melted in the place I'd walked before. I took that one step. For the entire way back to the monastery, I could never see past the very next step. The path turned direction here and there. So I took step, pause, step, pause, step, pause. Pausing and taking that next one step led me to see the next one. And that is how I made it back to the monastery, one step at a time. One pause at a time, one step at a time. What a beautiful metaphor for how to proceed through our days and nights. On the back cover of the book, it says, what if a 7-second pause could transform your life? Wow, only 7 seconds? That's interesting. Yep, it's true. They can be considered micro moments to rest in God. Micro moments to rest in love. Micro moments to rest in peace. Carolyn Oakes talks about a friend of hers that every time the phone rings, he takes a moment and lets it ring again before picking it up. In that moment, he offers a prayer for the person on the other end of the line. Just another way we can take that would be about a 2 or 3 second pause, just enough to offer up a prayer. Isn't that beautiful? Does anybody here have their favorite ways of pausing? Have you ever tried the 7-second or less pause? Anybody here try it? Yeah? And what is your way of pausing for that micro moment? Is it something that triggers that pause? Eva?
I don't think about how long the pause is, but I just take a
or close to it, right? Maybe you take another breath after the first one, and voila, you have your 7 seconds. Science says between 6 and 10 seconds is showing that if you do this consistently through the day, and by the way, if you didn't hear Eva, she said that she takes, her favorite way is just taking that breath, that slowing breath, that deep breath, exhaling deeply. But science says that if we do take the time to pause consistently through the day, that will enable us to keep our cool when something upsetting does happen later in the day. That we're calm. We stay in that calm place. Science is catching up to religion, and we know it, don't we? So AI has some benefits listed. Improved decision making, just from this small micro moment. If you just pause for a moment before you make a decision, consider your options, because a lot of times we can get into where our brain is worrying around, and we have a lot of options, and we just go, oh, just decide, and we just rush ahead, and we can get all caught up, right? So, but when we just take that breath that Eva talks about, or just become aware and mindful, wait, my brain is going 100 miles an hour right now. I'd really like to have a little rest. And it doesn't have to be a 20-minute meditation. The nice thing about these micro moments is that we'll do them more consistently because we know we don't have to take a long time. If we can do 7 seconds, that's doable, right? So, yeah, also enhanced emotional regulation. A brief pause can help you gain control over your emotions. And we've known this for a long time, count to 10, right, is the wisdom. Increase mindfulness. Pausing encourages you to be present in the moment, which can reduce stress and improve focus. Better communication. I like this one. Waiting 7 seconds after asking a question can allow others to process the information and contribute more thoughtfully. And so that goes for the person on the listening end, taking a few seconds to actually consider and think about what your answer is to this question. Instead of this really quick interchange that we do. Cultivating creativity. The pause can help you access deeper insights and more creative solutions to problems. Mindfulness and self-awareness. The pause can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings. So it's the mindfulness that they're speaking of here. Reduced reactivity. We like that. We can avoid reacting in a way that we're sorry later. Increase patience. Increase patience with yourself, with others. Improved problem solving. Enhanced focus. The pause can help you regain focus and concentration after being distracted. So actually, as I was writing this talk, at this very exact moment, I was realizing I'm really distracted right now. I keep trying to write this talk, and there's things pulling me away. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try this 7-second thing. And I did. Actually, I took 3 minutes. And did some belly breathing. And do you know that the words, as I was doing that belly breathing and just doing a time out for myself, that words started coming again, and I was back into the flow. The wellspring was activated again. I'm like, it works when I work it, right? So if you are like me, the more you do these little micro moments and small pauses, the more you like them. And then the more you like them, the more you do them. And this is how we grow our spiritual muscles, our disciplines. And then this can lead to longer pauses. So I have another story to share, and I have Jim's permission to share it, about the pause. And Jim and I were in different rooms. He was going to get supper ready, and I was working on this talk. And he walked in the kitchen, and I heard some huffing and deep sighing and body noises that expressed frustration. And I'm like, is that geared towards me? And I walked into the room, and I said, hey, what's up? And we started talking about it, and he talked about his frustration. There was a mess in the kitchen that he needed to clean before he cooked. And we talked about the fear of conflict, like him not wanting to bother me. But we did a do-over, as a lot of you have heard me talk about the do-over. And he was able to practice, like, just, I need a few minutes of your time before you get back deep into that talk. Let's quickly clean the kitchen together. And it was so kind and loving. And then we talked about the fear of being able to say something without being aggressive. The fear of not trusting oneself to be able to say something in a kind way. That if I say it, it's going to come across aggressive or mean or whatever. And that's where the 7-second pause comes in. And Jim and I talked about that. And it was beautiful. He inspired me and allowed me to share that moment, because this happens to all of us in our daily living, where we can get frustrated and not know how to express it. It happens to me all the time. And so the 7-second pause allows us to ask the question, how can I say what I want here? That's a win-win, you know? And it gets the wheels going, and our neocortex is activated, and it alerts the amygdala, calm down, we're going to get what we want, and in a kind way. And so the do-over is all about practicing that kind way. Thank you, darling. Carolyn Oakes goes into the science of how pausing helps us. Research is showing that by developing more neural pathways, you know, I have a thought, if somebody wants to open that back door, if that's doable, it would let a lot of fresh air in here and help us with this heat. I think we're all melting. So yes, research is showing that by developing more neural pathways, which means stronger connections and clearer communication of messages to and from the amygdala and the neocortex, a steady practice of meditation and other contemplative practices recruit the higher thinking areas of the brain to create a cortical override of the amygdala's overreactivity. So this means that the prefrontal cortex can come online a few crucial microseconds sooner in emotional situations. It notices the fight-flight response has been activated and then short circuits the firing of the overreactive amygdala. So I learned that the science is showing that the amygdala is alerted to what it perceives as dangerous a few seconds, like microseconds, before the neocortex even knows about it. So in other words, your fight-flight reflex is getting activated before you even know about it. So meditation, they're showing with meditation and pausing and contemplative practices, there's a bridge that's being built between the neocortex and the amygdala, an actual physical bridge of neural pathways. And there's a neurotransmitter known as GABA, which the neocortex releases and sends to the amygdala. And GABA is calming. It's a calming influence. So and this substance is increased as meditators meditate and as pausers pause. The more you do this, the more that you release and return. Pause, release, and return to your center, the more you train your brain to send that GABA and you build those neural pathways and create that bridge so that even when the amygdala is alerted to what it perceives as danger, the neocortex is like, whoa, it's okay. It's got a pathway, it's got a bridge, it's got a way to calm down our amygdala. Now, what do you think about that? Isn't that cool? So this is how the spiritual masters got to where they're at, where it doesn't faze them, where they're out of their egoic because they don't have to, they've worked hard at it. This is how Jesus, Joanne, you mentioned in your prayer how Jesus practiced prayer and lots of pauses. Can you imagine him being pressed in from all sides? He was human. He would have lost his cool if he hadn't spent hours before, or however long he did, even if it wasn't that long. He made a steady practice of being in the silence, being in meditation, pausing and centering himself. He wouldn't have been able to do what he did. So a lot of times we think of Jesus as being gifted from God and just it all landed on him and he didn't have to work for it. He worked it. And that's how he got to where he got. And that's why he had the confidence to say that if you work it, you can do exactly what I'm doing. Believe it? Amen. Does that make sense? Is there any questions about what I said? There's a lot there. No?
I just want to say, Mariette, I'm familiar with the pause. But I do get caught up. And it just, if I've lost something or something's important, I think it's important, it becomes more important and more important. And I know if I just pause from my experience, and I keep looking, and when I'm totally exhausted, then I pause. And and there it is. And I accept that. That's the ADVD or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter.
It's the human.
Just being human.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. It's, and often I think of yourself as you demonstrated.
Thank you for the share. Thank you for the share. That's beautiful. So for those of you that may not have heard, he said when he's lost something, he looks and looks and looks and looks and kind of where is it? And then when he's exhausted, he pauses because it's time to pause because he's exhausted, and then there it is. It comes to him where it's at, or it's easy for him to find. And he also said that he accepts this in himself, that it takes him a while to remember to pause because that's part of the human condition is learning and remembering, And I believe that as we are rewarded by the pausing, that we remember sooner and sooner and sooner to pause, to not wait. just let me find my next page here. Okay, so basically, yeah, I've said all this. I'm way ahead of myself. So to finish off, I have a quote from Silent Unity, which I thought was beautiful. Whenever you want a deeper experience of the peace-giving presence of God, settle into a quiet place and allow peace to fill your entire being. Your awareness of the peace of God within you will grow, and it will give you greater strength and confidence as you move through every experience of your life. And I want to add, no matter how scary. So let's practice the pause right now with a meditation. So breathing. Just take a minute to become mindful of your thoughts, whatever they are. If you wish, you can just gaze at a spot or close your eyes and just settle yourself. And as you settle yourself, just become aware of what are you thinking? What are you feeling? Become mindful of your feelings. What bodily sensations are you aware of? Now breathe into your belly and release your breath fully. And again. And again. And again. Now, just breathing normally, let's just go into the silence for a minute. Now open your eyes and take in what you see. Become mindful of your body being supported by the pew. And notice the sounds that you hear. Use your 5 senses. Just welcoming the presence of everyone around you. Smile at your neighbor. And that is the 3-minute pause. Blessings to you, my friends.
She's playing double duty today, speaker and co-host. And thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I appreciate what you do in your talks. You bring in your own personal experience, and I really find that for me, it really connects the dots. So when you first asked that question about how do you pause, it's just like, I know I do it. I didn't realize how much I do it.
Nice.
So, it's like your talks just really bring it home, and I always appreciate that. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And thank you, Adam. Beautiful choice of songs.
Thank you.
And thank you, I'll thank Ibrahim too. Thank you, Ibrahim, for doing such a great job. Thank you all. All right, so at this time, let us take to heart our mission, vision, and statement of being, which is shown on the screen. There we go, we're getting there. There we go.
We have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world
powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And we have a sacred mission. Please say that with me. We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. Please say that with me. I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
And now we have announcements. So we have a few important announcements for you today. And remember, additional information about these and other classes and events can be found in our newsletter and our Unity Spiritual Center website. Go.
The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mahatma Gandhi said this. So we invite you to experience that for yourself by volunteering for the hospitality committee or the welcoming committee. These two committees need you. And it only takes a half an hour of your time once a month. Please see Maria in the lovely pink hat if you wish to volunteer.
And next Sunday, March 30th, Justin Tiwins, am I saying that right? Tiwins, excuse me. Justin Tiwins' talk title will be Inviting the Joy of Flow. Justin will also be giving a workshop afterwards from 12:30 to 2:30 in the Sanctuary Chapel on inviting the joy of flow into your life.
2 Sundays from now, on April 6th, Reverend Matthew Long will be speaking, and his talk title will be Your Soul's Journey. Reverend Long will also be giving a workshop afterwards from 12:30 to 2:30 in the Sanctuary Chapel on Your Soul's Journey. Matthew Long is an excellent minister just across the river, not far from us, about half-hour drive. And some of you might know his wife, Kathy Harwood Long.
Cool. Lots of opportunities there. From March 31st to April 14th, our very own Devani Peters will be facilitating a 2-week Ayurvedic, I know how to say that. I had to pause. Home cleanse. So register by email with Devani.
Claudia,
And where can we find your email? Okay, good. Okay, there it is. Okay, good.
Claudio Silva, I don't even know how to say your last name, Silvaggi, and Jim Phillips will be facilitating a 7-week online Egyptian mystics course commencing on April 9th to May 21st. So the details are on our website.
Yeah, it's very easy to just sign up for it. I did it yesterday.
Oh, good.
So the Unity Social Committee has organized a Friday fun night on April 11th. We will be meeting at the LA Town Grill and in LaSalle. It's on Malden by Zayres, in case you're not familiar with that side of town. And it's at 5:30 p.m. to hang out together as a community to just eat, talk, and laugh together. Vegan and gluten-free meals will be available, and there's a sign-up sheet upstairs in our hospitality room, but it really would be important to sign up by April 7th as we need to make a reservation.
And Reverend David will be facilitating a new members class on Sunday, April 13th, and that begins at 12:30 and runs for 2 hours.
Where are we here? Okay, so our very own Tammy Maxine will be facilitating her the very last of her 4-week workshop series, Soul Notes. And it's on Wednesday, March 26th, and you can just speak to Tammy for more details or check out the website.
And just a reminder that Earth Care, Unity Earth Care Committee is teaming up with ERCA, and we're going to be planting trees on April 27th. So it's a big event, and if you would like to come out, it's a couple hours in the morning. That's Earth Day, actually, and it's a couple hours, 10 a.m. till noon. We'd love to have you on our green team. Pardon me? They're planting trees in the Ganachio Trail area. Yeah.
Okay. So as a reminder, our prayer chaplain, Sean Sharkey, there he is available to pray with you directly after the service upstairs in our prayer room.
All righty. All our classes and programs and services are made possible by your generous donations of time, talent, and treasure. Thank you to all our volunteers. Our heartfelt thanks for your continued support.
For your prayers, love, time, presence, service, and support. We really
We
do
thank
thank
you.
you all.
All right, we invite you now to stand up and let's open our hearts and minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or silently to ourselves our love offering prayer.
Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies
All that I am,
all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And now, Adam, we're going to turn it over to you.
Everyone, please join me in closing with our new closing, This Little Light of Mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in this room, all in this room, I'm gonna let it shine. All you in this room, I'm gonna let it shine. Online too. All in this room, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's do it again. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful
Well, we're
Sunday.
going to do the prayer protection.
Oh, right.
Before we do the prayer protection, be aware that I'm having a circle, a gathering, for those that want to go deeper into the pause. 12:15, 12:30, whenever people are ready. Come join my circle up in the classroom. Prayer protection. The light of the love surrounds us. We are light. The love of the divine enfolds us.
We are love.
The peace of love fills us.
We are peace.
The power of love protects us. We are power. The presence of love watches over us. We are presence. Wherever we are, love is. All is divine.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Happy spring.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.